Saturday, 2013, August 24th, WIKISPEED, Lynnwood, Washington, United States shop. Here we are with our Genie mix and match manual forklift. I'm assembling the 4-foot by 8-foot shelves that we built earlier. Each shelf is a 1/2 inch thick OSB, which was about $9 from Lowe's, and then it has well, here's the bottom one, it's a little more clear, and then it has 3 2x4 studs. Each one was less than $3, and then one stud, 8-foot stud, that was split in half, so 48 inches on either end, and then that was attached by these nail joist hangers, which were 63 cents each, making these shelves relatively cheap. And then the screws we used instead of nails in most spaces. I think it was a $10 pack of screws. So that's how we built each of these 5 shelves, 2 more on the ground. Then these ends are 2x6s, which we reclaimed. Actually, the 2x4s we reclaimed anyway, but I did price them at Lowe's for a little under $3. These were all reclaimed from framing of a building that was being gutted. So these 2x6s then go down to 2x4s, which then have nail plates, again less than $1 part, and then these about 50-cent part angles, again screwed in instead of nailed in. And these casters we got on Amazon, $29 for a set of 4, I believe, 600-pound rating each, and they're lockable casters. So we made the ends separate from all 5 shelves, and then we used the milling machine to drill straight down and make these shelves. And we use transparent bins for our inventory, Sterilite brand. These half-height bins are 5.5 inches tall at the lip, and these full-height bins are 11.75 inches at the lip. So these shelves have an 8-inch width, letting us fit those half-height bins and some other inventory, like sheet aluminum or foam panels or extruded honeycomb core. Then, and we haven't installed this shelf yet, but then we have more height. This will let us fit those almost 12-inch tall bins, almost 12-inch tall bins again, and then a roof shelf, which will sit at the very top for longer-term storage, giving us an additional 192 square foot of shelving space, counting the floor. Now the floor is 33 inches height clearance. In fact, it's 33 1/4 under here, and what that lets us do is wheel engines underneath and Rubbermaid carts. So here is one of those Rubbermaid carts. This one's set up for welding. We probably won't take all that equipment off, but that way we can park these carts when they're cleared off underneath, and these engines on their pallets would roll right underneath as well, freeing up shop space. And that's what I'm up to now. I'm tightening the bolts on the 3rd shelf, and then 2 more to go. This could be done with 2 people. In this case, I'm using the Genie forklift that I got on Craigslist for, I think, $200 from Blazing Bagels in Redmond. You guys are awesome. Tasty bagels, thanks. And using it to set the height. And then sometimes the 2x6 ends peel away, so I need to use a clamp to bring them together to then be able to tighten the bolt. Now I have noticed I really have to be careful about not over torquing these bolts versus when I'm used to working on aluminum, because the wood could split. So these are 3.5 inch bolts going through 2 2x4s, meaning I have to tighten them till the threads are just poking out of these lock nuts, and I'm using lock nuts with a washer and a washer, and I can't over tighten these or I might split the wood. And I think that's everything I've learned. Oh, and the OSB totally does damage easily. I dropped a shelf before I used the forklift, and it hit this shelf here and took a chunk out of it and took a chunk out of it. Now back to the 2x4, it's actually quite strong, so it's still a load-bearing shelf, but with 1/4 inch OSB we really do have to be careful of the edges. In the future, if somebody has more time, they might want to put some kind of end cap or crown, or use plywood if they afford it, or have a source of scrap plywood. But the OSB is a lot cheaper at $9 a sheet for 1/2 inch. Or for almost full inch thick, it's something like 32/36 of an inch, almost an inch thick, the decking. That might be more durable too, but it still might have the same problem fraying on the ends. If someone tries something different and has success, please let me know how it goes. Safety equipment, I'd absolutely recommend using leather gloves. And when you're drilling, you might want ear protection and maybe a dust mask in addition to an eye shield. And I think that's all you'd use. Good luck, folks, making your 4x8 shelves, and if you have an improvement on this design, I can't wait to hear it. Let me know how it goes.